Hi,
Hi,
it's Chris and this is.
Qixiang.
And our topic today is how to date a vegan, or rather, what is it like to date a vegan? I'm a vegan, he's not. So, what did you think of veganism before you met me?
Okay, this is a good question. Before I met you, I really did not know what veganism is about. I always associate it with vegetarianism, and I equate them.
Just a side note for people that might not be familiar with the difference. Vegetarians don't eat food that comes from dead animals, and vegans don't eat any kind of animal products. So, vegetarians would eat eggs or drink milk, and vegans don't.
Yeah, so I didn't really know a lot about veganism, and I also did not really have an opinion on vegetarianism. I grew up in China, where there were a lot of people who believe in Buddhism, therefore, they did not eat animals. So the idea of vegetarianism was very natural to me. Because of that, I did not really have a bad impression of veganism at all to start with. And on the very first day I met you, you told me that you were vegan, and I just asked you, so what is a vegan and how is it different from vegetarianism? And he just explained it to me, and also how he went from a meat eater to a vegan overnight and never switched back, and that really surprised me. I admire that very much, and because I also thought for a long time if I should become a vegetarian from a meat eater, and that I was always held back because I thought it would be very difficult. But seeing that he was able to overnight from meat eating to vegan, it just made me feel that maybe it's not really that difficult to give up meat or even any animal products. Yeah, and only later when I had discussion with my friends or people that I know about veganism, I realized that there are a lot of people who have certain predefined ideas about veganism without actually knowing what veganism is about. And
Very true.
yeah, so I guess in a way it was lucky when I met you, when I still did not have a clear clue about veganism, and I also did not have a bad impression about it, and that did not get in any way of our relationship, I would say. Yeah.
So your opinion of veganism was like neutral to slightly positive because you were sympathizing with the idea of becoming vegetarian yourself?
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Not necessarily positive, but if you put it that way, yeah, then I would say it's slightly positive. Yeah.
Like, were there any times when me being vegan really annoyed you?
No, but when I realized I really like you, and us at some point started dating each other, I was just a bit worried that we may not be able to enjoy the same kind of dish and not be able to share food that I like with you. I think that was rather more concern than annoying me.
Yeah.
But then at some point, because we really started to date very seriously,
Yeah.
we also dine together very often.
That's true. We eat a lot.
We eat a lot, and then we almost eat together every single day.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Almost every single meal. But except for when he's away working, and I'm at school working.
Yeah.
But at some point when we started to eat together very often, and I also switched to basically non-meat meals.
True, you were eating like still quite a bit of chicken when we met.
Yeah, in the beginning, but then after we started dating each other, then I think I adapted my dieting habit very quickly. Yeah, but then sometimes I still felt like eating some meat or just like non-vegan products, like vegetarian products, cheese, or just anything that contained dairy. And but whenever I had those impulses of eating non-vegan products, I was just not sure if you would have a bad opinion of me.
Oh.
Yeah, and you I think you know that because we also had a huge discussion at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether he would see less of me or think of me in a lesser way because I am not vegan.
Yeah.
And we had a lovely discussion, and I understand that being vegan is his own personal choice, and he never ever annoyed me with him being vegan at all.
I think that's really important because even though we're in a relationship, we're still two individuals, and you have like quirks, character traits, beliefs that I might not necessarily agree with.
Yeah.
So like, who am I to impose my belief system on my ideology on you?
Yeah.
No matter how right I think I am.
Yeah.
I don't think that's very productive. I don't think it's healthy. I
Yeah.
think eventually you'll just end up annoying each other.
Yeah.
Were there positive sides to me being vegan?
Positive sides
Yeah.
of you being
Like
vegan.
not in the annoying sense, but like in the complete opposite sense.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I was always very curious how you eat as a vegan, because I always assume that most of the flavors in the meal comes from meat, and how would you replace meat in that sense if you're a vegan or vegetarian? And I think I try in the beginning. I just whenever he cooks something delicious, I always like wanted a bite. Yeah. And after I think a couple of tries, I realized that you will be able to cook vegan meals without any without meat. You make similarly great dish without having to use any meat. So that was a big realization that I had, and that also helped me a lot adapting my diet to be more vegan.
We've also been to so many nice restaurants.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah,
Yeah.
Actually the best burger I've ever had in my life was in Paris.
Oh
and it
my
was
god!
vegan.
Oh
It was
god!
vegan.
It was
yeah.
so good. Yeah,
It was so good. Yeah.
I'm still craving that burger.
Of course, I eat right now. I eat maybe 99% of the time vegan, and I think that probably it's also good for my health.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least better than when I was still eating a lot of meat. Yeah.
So did my veganism or like veganism in general have any other impacts upon you?
Yeah, a lot. We probably won't be able to cover all of them
Yeah,
in this
sure.
video, but one thing that I'm still sometimes puzzled by is that my friends or people that I get to know, they always mistake me for a vegan because I'm dating a vegan.
Yeah.
And I don't know, and then people just always assume that I'm vegan, and then when I think it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but then sometimes it's also confuses a little, makes me feel a little bit confused.
Yeah.
Especially when I go out with other people, and then people having to just assume that they have to prepare vegan food for me, even it's not necessarily so. When it comes to social occasions, I'm definitely open to like vegetarian dishes, for example. I totally don't mind that. I don't have to eat everything vegan when I'm hanging out with other people. Yeah, that's something that confuses me, and I always have to explain to other people how I'm not vegan. And at some point there was even a discussion in my class among my classmates if I'm vegan or not. I really did
Like
not
you don't know, but they get to judge.
Yeah, I really did not understand, and
Oh my
that actually
God.
happened during a class. Yeah, and the teacher was also very confused why our classmates started talking about
That's
it.
hilarious.
Because we talk about veganism so much, I also get to know more about it, and whenever I'm with other people and some people talk about veganism, especially people who trash the idea of veganism, I
Oh my
always
gosh.
feel somehow the need to defend veganism.
Yeah.
Because I just think that because people have misunderstanding about veganism, therefore they perceive, for example, my boyfriend in a very negative way, and I just think that it's not fair, and I just feel that if there's anything I can do, I should just defend the idea of veganism, and of course my boyfriend.
And now you also got a taste of what vegans have to deal with on a like almost daily basis.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right?
It can get so annoying.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god. Yeah, I think we can make an independent video about like the kind of vegan topics that I've run into.
Oh, the stupid arguments.
Yeah, stupid arguments that I have run into, and the kind of stupid people that I have to deal with.
What kind of tips or advice do you have for people that are dating vegans or want to date vegans?
I don't necessarily have any tip, but just a general thought would be, before we decided that we were in a relationship, I sometimes wondered if veganism would get in the way of our relationship. But no, in the end, did not. It has always been very helpful for our relationship, and also because I got to know veganism, which is of course a big part of your identity. I somehow learn so much more about you, and also empathize a lot more with you.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, so I think the general message would be that if I really don't like veganism is just like any ideology or any personal habit or preference that you have. It's not necessarily something that has to be so special, so unique. So when you start dating a person, I think regardless of that person's race, ideology, wanting to eat meat or not, attitude towards animals, I think all it comes down is whether you guys are a good fit, and if you're open-minded enough to accept different differences between each other. Yeah, I don't think veganism will ever get in the way of true love.
Alright guys, thank you very much for watching our video.
Thank you so much.
If you want to see more of this lovely guy,
this lovely guy.
he's the best.
Then
Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell down below, and also check out our Instagram profile. Well, usually we're probably just posting cakes on there because we eat a lot of cakes. We love cakes. And yeah, see you in another video.
Yeah.
Bye guys.
Bye.